Welcome back to the podcast. And today, I don't even know if you would call it a rare Cloud9L. I feel like generally they're not really on the up and up, but this is an especially bad Cloud9L. And it's not even in Valorant this time. Even though
Not even.
this is a general esports thing. But
Yeah.
if you have not heard about the situation with Cloud9's newest player, Wevy, they basically just tried to bully the Challengers team, or the Challengers equivalent team that he was coming from, to get him on their team. And Cloud9 is known as one of the big orgs in North America. You would think that they have some money. But apparently a $2,000 buyout is too much for them. Like you would think if this goes for any esport, that if a player is playing well and you want them on your team, and especially coming from a Challengers org, like across most esports, like Challengers teams don't really have that much money. Most of the players on these kinds of teams aren't even salaried. They're kind of just playing for the love of the game. But Cloud9,
very reputable, very old, very OG org.
Yeah, like classic
valued at hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, but apparently the original offer for the buyout of Wevy's contract was going to be $10,000, and Cloud9 said, "Nah, we're doing 2,000 firm. Like, take it or leave it." And then apparently, I guess it's not even a rumor. The original rumor was that Wevy was going to have to pay part of his own buyout, but what it actually is that at EWC, whatever, part of his earnings are basically going to be scraped to cover his buyout. Which somehow, I don't know how that makes any fucking sense at all, because Cloud9, like Sadiq said, is like a multi-million-dollar esports organization. They can't fork over fucking $10,000 should be like nothing for them, but $2,000, like they gotta split it with him for fucking EWC prize money. I don't get it.
I'd hope that's not the case in other esport titles as well, because Cloud9's been picking up a lot of talent lately, even in the Valorant scene. And obviously, we don't really have the information about what goes on behind the scenes, but I'd hope that it's nothing like this. Cloud9, please.
Wake up.
It's not great. It's not a good look. But, asking a player to complete his buyout or taking it from his earnings is not only unethical, but also probably pretty bad for the scene. These tier 2 scenes usually are in need of a lot of financial support because they don't have it. These are all smaller orgs. And I'm not going to call out names here, but, there are people online who have often criticized the state of tier 2 in certain video game titles. And that includes Valorant, that includes Call of Duty, that includes, a variety of titles. Things like this don't help. They don't help at all. So,
yeah, and
you're big org, you can spare the money. If you want a player, you pay for him.
And I don't understand how, going from Challengers, which is tier 2, to then going to tier 1. Shouldn't that be that's an advancement in your career? You shouldn't have to pay to be doing that. Usually you sign the contract saying this is what your salary is going to be to play on our team, not this is our cut. You're lucky to be playing for us is basically what they fucking said. And it's just what?
Doesn't make any sense, literally.
I don't know. And especially in a game like Call of Duty that's so big, and like you said, this is potentially happening in many esports, and it's not like the FGC where it's one person and maybe they have to cover their travel expenses or something like that. Most of people like that aren't getting paid salary. It's like for a team-based shooter like this, you would think the standard would be, oh, if we want you on our team, we'll pay for you, and then we'll also pay your salary. Not the other way
Yeah.
around, but I don't know. Multi-million-dollar esports organization, by the way, with many teams across
Yeah.
many
Just
esports, but
I don't know if Cloud9 has commented on the situation at all. I did see that under their announcement post of the player, they disabled comments.
mm-hmm,
So that also was not a good look. I saw a few retweets on that one. Not great for them or their PR, but you know,
mm-hmm. And if you saw
I don't.
the voice call that was recorded of like the negotiation, which was really them trying to bully him for the
I didn't
$2,000.
see the voice call.
Where is it? By Ben. It's in one of our chats. They
Yeah, but
basically
what do you mean they
record.
bully him?
What was that?
What do you mean they bully him? Like what happened?
Like basically, he's like, hey, 10,000 seems like a fair price for like a new player. And basically that this isn't the exact wording, but they gave the you're lucky that we're even coming to you with this kind of offer. Like when they came with the 2,000. Like it's actually just like
That is insane.
you don't think it could get worse, and then everything they say just makes it worse. And then in this tweet from Ben, it basically one of the Cloud9 people was like, "Yo, man, it's not really cool that you recorded our call." Like, it's like what?
It's not cool that you made me pay to be on the team.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. It's actually diabolical. Um,
Yeah.
they need to see therapy or some shit at Cloud9. They need to like figure the fuck out. I don't really know, but
Yeah, no, that's crazy actually.
yeah, that's pretty much it with the Wevy situation.
All right. More news. Valorant. This is Valorant related.
Hmm.
Uh, for those of you who watch EMEA, unfortunate news, controversial news. Um, if anyone's been watching VCT Americas lately, you'll notice that some of the matches have been played in a cage, with no live audience. It's just the
Okay.
players on their PCs across from each other, and that's all. And it's because I believe it's because of LEC scheduling conflicts. They're played at the same arena. League of Legends, obviously the bigger esport, they get the priority, more viewership,
Hmm.
whatever. But Valorant has had to take the the consequence of that, which is just playing without a live audience.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, this is now also a development that has now come to EMEA as a region. Riot just put up an announcement saying that because of the LEC scheduling, they have created a separate stage with no live audience, and I think this will be used for the entirety of Swiss stage.
Hmm.
And they were saying things like, now we'll get games on weekends, we'll be able to play more games, or however that works. But people are upset. I'm upset. I like having the live audiences, and honestly, if I'm being so honest here,
Yeah.
I have not enjoyed watching Americas as much when it's games without the live crowd. So much
Hmm.
of the energy and the hype when you're watching games and there like some pop-off moments is just taken away.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you're stuck with a bad caster or a caster you don't like. You
Bad
know what I mean?
caster, no hype, dead
Yeah.
scene.
Then like, what's the point? And it's like
Yeah.
they're talking about like I don't remember exactly what they said, but they said something about like online viewership being like really like making sure that the online viewers like, get the full experience. But I mean, there are people who don't enjoy watching even online if you don't get the live crowd to hype it up. Because there's people
Hmm.
who just can't make it that still watch EMEA, and for them, you know, it's not great to see no
Yeah.
audience there in the crowd. It just it feels like there's less impact almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I feel like it doesn't make sense because obviously the audience is there for that kind of stuff. You would think like poor planning on Riot's part like in general for like if the whole reason for this is because of LEC scheduling, it's like, well, if this happened in the US, then why didn't they like change it for like EMEA so at least they don't get like the same shit? Because wouldn't it just be more money for Riot anyways? Like thinking of it from a financial standpoint, like if more people go pay to see your games live, isn't that more money instead of just fucking
See,
Twitch?
I think the thing is here that they have a Riot Games arena, right?
Yeah.
And so that arena apparently is just only capable of hosting one game at a time with a live audience. So to build a whole new arena will take a while to profit off of.
Well, I
And
mean, not even
I'm
build a new
assuming
arena, just like host it somewhere
rent one
else.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand, but I mean, I guess they want to keep it in their facility. The thing is, for those of you who have been keeping up with VCT this year, next year the system is completely changing, right? We're going back to open qualifiers. There's no more regional leagues, nothing like that. And with that, we're moving out of our normal host cities. You know, in EMEA it would be Berlin, in Americas it would be LA,
Hmm.
in Pacific it would be Korea, and in China it would be Shanghai, I think. But
Hmm.
you know, uh, we're moving out now, so hopefully these cages that I talk about will not stay next year, and we get to see more live audiences, and this is just a temporary thing. In which case, it makes sense why they didn't arrange anything else, I guess. But you know, unfortunate for now. We're gonna have to tank this for the last stage of the year, the
Well,
last regional stage of the year.
I wonder if like because they're moving back to open bracket like in the future, if maybe they're just preparing for that because if it is open bracket, I feel like in general it'd be difficult to get like all the teams together for like stuff like that. Just for
100%,
like
yeah.
regular season stuff, not even like obviously like majors and stuff that's like easy to get everyone to go to, but I guess maybe they're preparing for that because they're like, this is how it's going to be in the future. And I guess if you do think about it, like Valorant was born in the COVID era, so the open bracket stuff was, I guess, just part of it, and the no in person. But yeah, it's definitely like I feel like the open bracket is cool, and I think that's what the esport needs to go forward. But yeah, like you said, if it just like sucks all the joy out of like watching it, just not having like the live audiences, and
A
it,
joy
yeah,
that was already dwindling, mind you.
yeah, like, and if they, I mean, not to shit on any casters specifically, but and if casters are not great, then like, it's like, why would you ever turn on Valorant? Like, just look at
Yep.
VLR after
And
the game and watch the majors, like.
yeah, I don't know. At that point, it's just why am I here, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, why? Like, are the Riot arenas just for fucking League of Legends? Then I guess in the future, like going forward, I don't
I have
know.
no idea how it's gonna work, to be honest. There's a lot of question marks going into next year, but this is just an unfortunate development that we now have to deal with. I don't think this is applied yet to APAC or China, and I don't think that it will. I think the viewership is much higher there,
Hmm.
but here we are.
Yeah,
Cards have been dealt. Now we've got to deal with it. No live audience for us.
but I mean, well, in what Asia, I guess since the esports are like, I guess just like generally bigger over there, like especially Korea, China. Yeah, I feel like they're especially losing out on a ton of money if they ever do that. I feel like if
I
they
don't think
took
they'll have to do it, no.
I feel like if they ever took it away in Asia, there would be an uproar, like
Yeah.
from like the
Yeah.
Korean and Chinese audiences, especially. Like,
Yeah, I think so as well.
I
They're not
guess
very sports over there.
it's just like here we're so used to everyone being so spread out, but there I guess it's everyone
It's
can
big.
probably pull
It's
up
very
to
big
every
then.
single one. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, but
And yeah,
I
that's
guess
it for
that's
the
pretty much all
Valorant
the
news.
news we got.
We have started our stage three in challenges. Obviously, we are
Hmm.
currently 1-1 in records. We beat Pigeons 2-0, and we lost to NRG 8-0 or 0-2. So we do have another upcoming game. It will be on the 2nd, I believe, of next month.
Of
Uh,
June. So
so make sure to tune in. Show some support to the boys. It's the final ever challengers run of Valorant history.
So we
After this,
better
there will be
win.
no more tier 2. So we better win. We gotta make history here. All right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
won stage 1. We can win stage 3. All right?
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty much all the news. If you're looking for more core news and just to stay updated, check us out on Twitter at Core Studios and at Core Gaming. And remember, you can use code QORcast for 10% off your order at coregaming.com/shop. We got a lot of cool
Yep.
merch there. Designed
You see this
by
black shirt that I'm wearing? You know what would be better than this black shirt? A black shirt that said hashtag I'm a core whore on it. And you can get that at the core shop for 10% off.
For sure, for sure. But all right. That's everything. We will see you guys next week.